The EP Podcast. Heard everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at theeppodcast.com.
Kicking off the show with a shout out to the brand new Central Middle School Podcast Club. We're going to have those kids on real soon. I heard about this last week. I've already reached out to the teacher in charge. Whatever the EP Podcast can do for you kids, and again, like I said, we're going to get them on soon. On this episode, Pyeisha Allen of the Youth Department and also Frank Murray, Spoken Vine, all that fun that we get to each and every month. Your word on the street, what's going on in the EP. It's all brought to you by the First National Bank of Evergreen Park. The other day I'm out. I'm running around town. I needed some cash. I go to an ATM. They're charging me $4 as a fee. I don't worry about it. I say, yeah, sure, because the First National Bank of Evergreen Park is going to put that $4 right back into my account. They make every ATM you can find free. They also have no overdraft charges. Get their total access checking account. You get all of that and a $300 bonus with qualifying activities, mobile banking tools, award-winning customer service. I stop in there anytime I have a question about my money, investing, a loan. You name it, there's somebody there. You don't need to worry about a big appointment that you got to make weeks in advance. It's just like banking when my grandfather used to take me to the bank in the 80s. But like I said, with the cutting-edge mobile banking tools. Get in there, that iconic building in 95th and Pulaski, the First National Bank of Evergreen Park, member FDIC. Joining me once again, I love it when she comes down here, Pyeisha Allen from the Youth Department is here. How are you?
Good, how are you, Chris?
I'm good. You have a list and pages and events and so many things that are going on. And I was laughing when I heard that you were coming on the show. I thought to myself, this is the time of year when so much ramps up for you. Like you have so many different things that the youth department is doing and so many things for kids to sign up for and to be a part of it. And I think the Evergreen Park Youth Department is just one of the best departments here in this village. People don't realize between that room that you have where the kids can go after school to the trips that you'll take with them and the activities and the classes. There's just so much that you're doing. So I'm going to let you kind of lead this. What's the big thing that you want to kick off with that people should know about?
Oh, thank you so much, Chris. I wanted to just start with thank you so much for your kind words. And I'm just going to start. We have a community food drive going on right now. Neighbors helping neighbors. We are stocking up for the spring. So if you have any of the following items, you can drop them off in the youth center.
Okay.
Peanut butter, jelly, cereal, canned goods, mac and cheese, canned tuna, canned soup, pasta and pasta sauce, and laundry soap, Chris.
Laundry soap. I remember from talking with the Evergreen Park Food Pantry, this is something that people forget. They always assume it's canned items or things that are non-perishable and it's food. But you guys are also looking for laundry detergent because it's more than just food when you do these drives.
Right.
Okay, so what else do you have going on?
Our open gym season has been a slam dunk this year so far. So I want to remind everybody we do offer open gym basketball and open gym volleyball, different dates for the different activities. Creative Hour. The Creative Hour program has been such a great success. And as a result of the high demand for the monthly program, Creative Hour will continue through May. So our next Creative Hour will be Thursday, March 13th. From 4:30 to 5:30 at the community center.
What is a Creative Hour?
So Creative Hour, really our logo is Explore Your Hidden Talents. Every month we create a craft or an activity of some sort. The students get an hour, they have a snack, they're able to participate during an activity. So for our Thursday, March 13th, our craft is a pot of gold. Right in time for St. Patrick's Day. Come join us at the end of the rainbow with this fun craft and create a pot of gold.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. Perfect timing for that, too.
We have our spring babysitting class, and that will be Saturday, April 5th. We do have spaces available. It is $60 for students aged 12 and older. So pop into the youth center to sign up if you're interested. The deadline is March 28th.
I love those classes. I'm going to tell you, the babysitting classes were such a big deal in my house with my two teenagers. My son, I believe, popped a hot dog out of his own brother's throat at one point as a result of one of those classes. My daughter made babysitting like a profession for several years because of those classes. I would highly recommend those classes to everybody in Evergreen Park.
Yeah, they're a hit, Chris. Thank you so much for helping
yeah.
advertise
hot
our
dog
classes.
just popped right out. You got to know how to get the hot dog out of their throat.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
A month later, he did the exact same thing, and his brother popped it out again. He's popped 2 hot dogs out of his throat thanks to the babysitting classes.
Well, that's awesome. So come sign up. Okay, so that's around spring break time, Chris.
Okay.
Speaking of spring break, we will have extended hours in our youth center game room, April 21st through the 25th. Students can join us at 1 p.m. And we do have the grandparents, grandkid days that have been a hit the past couple of years. So we hope our grandparents bring their grandchildren for fun, games, refreshments during spring break from 11 to noon. And again, that's Monday through Friday, April 21st through April 25th.
Awesome. And as we're going through all these things, you guys have a lot of the stuff on a website, right? Or like, where can people go and kind of see it if they miss something?
Of course, we are on Instagram and we are on Facebook. So follow us on Instagram at EP Youth DEPT and like us on Facebook at Evergreen Park Youth Department.
It's different when you got the Facebook and the Instagram. Sometimes it even looks different for the EP podcast. I think we're at EP Pod on Instagram and we're the EP podcast on Facebook. It's weird. It's weird how it all works out. I completely get it.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure I get it right so that you guys follow us and you like our page.
Awesome.
Yeah.
More pages over there.
Yeah.
The whole bar is covered with paperwork.
Aww.
It's amazing. It's like me trying to figure out my taxes every year.
You know what, Chris? Well, let me try to figure out all of these activities just in time, like you said, for St. Patrick's Day. We do have our annual green tasting. It's Monday, March 17th in the Youth Center from 3:30 to 4:30. At that time, we will provide green snacks and drinks, and fun activities will be offered in honor of St. Patrick's Day. So if you guys have any questions, if you're trying to reach us, give us a call at 708-229-3377 or just pop in. I love all my visitors. Chris, I got one more for you in April. We do have fun April activities. If any of our teens want to dye an Easter egg or have an Easter egg hunt, come on in for fun April activities Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, April 15th, 16th, 17th, 3:30 to 5. And our Easter egg hunt will be Thursday, April 17th, 4 to 4:30. So far, so good. These events have been a hit. Our students love participating. We are so happy that we can provide them every year. Just join us.
Awesome. Okay, so we've gone through all the pages that are out there on the top of the bar. Pyeisha does such a wonderful job. As she's gathering all of those, though, I'm going to have a quick question for her because I think some people, they can be unsure about what the youth department does. You probably have kids that go over there that are regulars, but somebody can just pop in, right? Or is it like a parent should reach out and almost like register the kid? Like, how does it work if somebody's never had a kid go over and use the youth department facilities? What do you prefer? Just you meet a new friend because a kid comes walking in the door, or you want to hear from the parents?
We want to hear from students and parents. If you are a resident, join us in our youth center. Once the student comes in, we give them an emergency form. They bring their emergency form back to their parents and they can fill it out. The number is on it. You can call. Parents can call, ask questions if they don't pop in. I love seeing my parents, but if students want to walk in, ages or grades 5th through 12th, they can pop in with or without the parent. We give them an emergency form. I, again, love seeing my parents. Anybody can pop in.
Yeah, and you're over there in a community center that's right off of where Klein Park is in the southwest quadrant. And to me, the youth department kind of reminds me slightly of what it might have been like when I was younger, because you probably get kids that make new friends walking into that room that you're talking about or taking part in these things instead of like it being set up by the parents. You actually have children that are starting to make new friends and that play video games. I know you got like every video game system in the world there. And there's other things to do besides the video games. But I mean, I've been in that room before. It's really cool. So it's really a nice spot for kids to make friends, right?
Right. It's a safe space for students to come and meet new friends, play games, have a snack. That's where it all starts. Everybody's welcome in the youth center. All of our schools, they come out. All the students from the different schools in the community, they come and enjoy, the festivities that we offer daily. It's a fun climate culture. It's a safe space. Our students, they really love it. I know I love it.
Yeah, Pyeisha's perfect for this. As you can tell, she's very calm. She's organized because she brought in all those pages and everything else like that. And I would imagine you would have to be that when you're dealing with other people's children. So congratulations to you for doing that for so long, because I could never do what you do.
Chris.
So thank you for what you do. And again, there's the phone number in case anybody needs to reach out to you again.
708-229-3377.
All right. Pyeisha Allen from the Youth Department. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Chris.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things that Country Financial stands for. They're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through Evergreen Park. They're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of your community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. And since Country is already your neighbor, they want to get together and chat. Call your local Country Financial representative, Mike Thauer, today at 708-425-1559 to talk about the things that are important to you and how he can help you protect them. It's now time for your EP podcast, Word on the Street, brought to you by Spoken Vine Wine Bar and Bottle Shop, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie. We're going to be there in just moments on this show to hear what they have going on in the month of March and to talk with Frank Murray from the Evergreen Park Public Library. But first, a reminder for you, this weekend it begins performances of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, put on by Evergreen Park Community High School, February 28th and March 1st at 7 p.m. and March 2nd at 2 p.m. There is a special character lunch package on Sunday. Come dressed in your princess best, get pictures with the cast. And then don't forget that Evergreen Park High School's Spotlight on 99th Summer Theater Camp. Registration is now open. Grades 4 through 12 invited to be part of a Beetlejuice Junior performance coming up this summer. You can register and you can buy tickets for that Cinderella performance coming up this weekend at epchsbands.org. The application period for the Village of Evergreen Park Summer Internship Program opens now. As of today, the day this episode comes out, students get the opportunity to see how local government operates, plus they're going to get training and resources to help them further their careers. Any Evergreen Park resident, a freshman, sophomore, or junior in college is eligible to apply. More information at evergreenpark-ill.com. The Office of Citizen Services has AARP tax services available for seniors and low-income residents of Evergreen Park. You got to get an appointment. You can schedule it all the way through April 11th. Go to aarp.org or call OCS at 708-422-8776. As for the Evergreen Park Public Library and everything they have going on between now and the end of March, maybe even into April, we head out to Spoken Vine with our good friend Frank Murray right here on the EP Podcast. The EP Podcast at Spoken Vine, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie, and I have Frank Murray from the Evergreen Park Public Library, as I do each and every month. We're going to be talking about March, one of my favorite months of the year, because we all know that March is when the South Side comes alive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the parade is going to kick off down Western Avenue at some point in this upcoming month. That's really the beginning of the spring season. People start coming out of their houses. It starts to warm up a little bit. You're going to get cold days and warm days, but you're going to have moments where you're going to get out. Old friends suddenly come out of hibernation. What better place than to hang out at Spoken Vine, which I think is going to be very busy this month. How are you?
Very busy. They will be very busy. I'm well, Chris. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. We got stuff to drink today.
I can't wait for this warmer weather.
Yeah, we're going to bring in Bridget actually from Spoken Vine like right away here because I want to start drinking. It's one of them days.
I want to start drinking.
So I want to start drinking. And hi.
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started. All right, so we're doing mimosas today. Is that what we're doing?
Yes. So I figured with the parade coming up, a lot of people around here have house parties. They start with brunch, and if you're not into Bailey's and coffee or Jameson and coffee, which,
I mean, I'm into that.
It's not
I'm
for
into
everybody.
It's a long day, too.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
Or you do a little bit of both.
Okay.
So
All right.
got a little bit of
We're not
squeeze.
gonna pour Bailey's and Jameson in here, right? Okay.
No.
So a little bit of both. You said. Okay. So what are we doing?
So we have a little bit of fresh squeezed orange juice.
Okay.
And then I have a couple of various sparkling options here. We love using cava.
Okay.
For our mimosas.
Okay.
I also have a wonderful Prosecco We have a Blanc de Blanc from France.
Okay.
And then the traditional champagne.
Yeah, see, I expect you to have all these options because you're Spoken Vine and you have so many options. You can see them on the wall behind us, and an incredible array of wines. And I love the small plates. I heard that the was it short rib on Valentine's Day was really good. Is that like when they did that?
Yeah,
Is that going to be
that was the braised short rib, correct?
Yeah.
Braised short rib.
Braised
and what was
short
underneath
rib.
it?
Parmesan polenta.
Oh, it was excellent.
Is that coming back?
I think it has to.
I
missed it.
It was so good. It was so good.
It was delicious. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I missed that. All right, so before we start here, what are these things on top? Because I know this is like a replacement for cork, so explain this to me, the science behind it.
Right, so this one we've had open already, and we have a Bermar preservation system. So after I can take off the regular cork, I would put our enclosure on it, clasp it on the bottom, and then the Bermar will put a layer of CO2 on top of the wine, keeping the bubbles in, which if you have one of those pumps at home, like you're sucking air out. The Bermar also has that function, but we would use that for a still wine.
Okay.
So it has two functions, and the CO2 can keep these fresh for, weeks.
So this is gonna
It's
pop.
fantastic.
This is gonna pop like a
It
champagne
is.
cork. Okay.
It always makes me nervous.
You
We've
just-
lost a few up on top.
like the YouTube channel may
That
actually
really shoots out. Yeah.
like this thing could go flying out and hit like a case of wine. Whoa, opa!
There we go. I
lost a couple,
like,
huh?
I mean, it's
we've lost some.
it is. I mean, like you could see the CO2 come out of it, like
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah.
brand new. Okay,
Yeah.
why don't we set this up right here? This is why I love coming here. By the way,
Thank you for not getting
By
any
the
of us
way-
hurt in the filming of this.
I pointed it away from all of us for that reason.
The other nice thing about this today, I don't know if you've noticed, Frank, but it's like early 90s college radio right now in the background.
Yes, it is.
We had James Lade was just on when we started. Now we got Walk on the Ocean by Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Total Wet Sprocket. I
Yeah.
was trying to think of who that was. And
See,
then
I'm going to
there
know
was
them
a
all
little
because
Tom
I was
Petty
on.
beforehand.
Yeah. I'm going to know them all because I did 90s college radio, so I know exactly what these songs are. These are all in my playlist on my iTunes. Like, like we're playing Chris's playlist. Is what we're doing.
I do think that the soundtrack does resonate with a lot of our patrons.
Yeah.
And, everybody can get behind some of these master jams.
Not only great food and great drink, but wonderful.
Master Jams.
Master Jams.
All right, cheers, guys. Let's each grab a glass and have a little mimosa to start
Cheers.
off this episode. Oh, very good. I like the fresh
Amazing.
squeezed orange juice, too. Yeah, that's very good. Very tasty.
Delicious.
All right.
Perfect combo.
Mimosas.
Perfect combo.
One of the many things available here at Spoken Vine.
And you can get all these at retail.
Combo.
You can enjoy them here. You could try 2-ounce pours and see which one is going to, best fit your parade day shenanigans.
She was looking for the word.
Yeah,
She nailed it
got
with
it.
shenanigans. All right, Spoken Vine, again, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie. This place is hopping. Get out here, and anything special on the menu? You got a wine club thing? Anything else you want to throw in there? Or are you good?
We do have a boozy book fair coming up. We've partnered with Bookies Chicago. They're up on Western Avenue. And we're going to be at, obviously, the Sip and Sample at the library.
That'll be over by the time that this airs, but
It will.
I am looking forward to that. That's only a couple days away.
But Sunday, March 2nd is
Okay.
when we're going to do our boozy book fair. So come out for that. Have a couple glasses of wine.
Right.
Peruse, the
Buy
books
some
they have
books.
on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe bring your book club friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up here and drink. Eat some food. It's really good. Thank you, Bridget.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, now we get
Cheers.
mimosas. Cheers. Now we get mimosas.
Thank you, Bridget.
And she left the champagne.
And
So
guys,
I'm
as someone who has done this too, they have a very easy online reservation system too.
Oh!
Very easy to go on there and just click boom, you're set.
you feel like an online reservation guy. Like you're not calling people up and talking to them.
I actually would prefer to call and talk, but
really?
And I talked to Reed and Bridget the last time we were here filming, and I was like, "Hey, what should I do?" They're like, "Just go online." I'm like,
they told you to go
"Okay."
online?
Yeah.
I just text Bridget.
No,
Yeah, you're not in the inner
you
circle.
get to text.
You're not in the
I'm
inner
not.
circle.
I'm not at
Okay.
that level yet.
What do we got going on? Give me your big thing before you start guzzling down champagne. I wonder if the library board watches the way he acts on these things. See him? He's already on his second or third drink.
they've actually had to talk to me a couple times. Hey, Kim, she's probably listening right now.
Okay, what do we got going on? What's the big thing in March?
All right, so the big thing in March, we have our third annual Evergreen Park Teen and Adult Job Fair. That's Sunday, March 9th from 1 to 3 p.m. The library and the Evergreen Park Chamber of Commerce are teaming up to host the job fair. We currently have 15 businesses signed up.
Okay.
It's going to be another amazing event. So besides the opportunity for people to come in, network with local job, find out what the employment opportunities are, we're going to have at least 2 professional resume reviewers there live on site so people can bring in your resume, get it reviewed. And also we have a professional photographer there that will be taking professional headshots. So whether you want to update your LinkedIn profile picture or whatever it might be, you'll have that opportunity there.
My kids went to one of your job fairs a couple years ago.
That was the first one, I believe.
Right, and I believe Dominic ended up at Culver's here in Evergreen for a couple years cooking burgers. Yeah. Okay, he won't cook any burgers in my house. I mean, the guy.
Well, are you paying him?
If you've been to Culver's at Evergreen like at least once in the last couple of years, a Lanuti probably made your burger, but he won't make one in my house, which is amazing. Okay, and then I think Audrey ended up the street at Pappy's out of that thing too. So it's a good thing to go and try out, especially if you're looking for local work. What else?
So you mentioned Culver's. OSF Healthcare will be there. The U.S. Army. Pappy's. You mentioned Pappy's. Evergreen Park School District 124.
Pappy's in the Army. Very different jobs.
They are very different jobs. Very different jobs. The Village Evergreen Park will be there. Children's Museum in Oak Lawn, Mariano's, Working Together Chicago, Richley Vans, Rush, Club Pilates too. The new Pilates club that just opened up. That's a nice place. They've
been on the show before. That's nice. Yeah, definitely.
They'll be there as well. So we got a lot of great places. Come on and check it out.
Okay.
And on Wednesday, March 19th, from 5 to 8 p.m., we're teaming up with Culver's. We get eat at Culver's and support the library. Show or mention the Evergreen Park Library Foundation, and a percentage of the proceeds that you purchase that day will go towards the Evergreen Park Library Foundation. So awesome. A nice little fundraiser opportunity, and you get to eat some great food that probably is not made by Lanuti, right? They're not there anymore, right?
No, they're not there anymore.
So that could have been another way we could have
done that. Yeah, definitely could have done that. By the way, Indigo Girls now, closer to fine in the background. You might not be able to hear it on the microphone, but it is a playlist today here. Okay.
And then
you know what's funny is every time I give it out, Frank's like, that's who it is.
That's who it is. Yeah.
He's trying to figure it out as he's talking.
My brain does not work anymore. It does not recall facts like it used to. Probably from all the drinking I do on the show. That's what's going on.
Oh, thanks for the reminder. Keep going.
You're welcome. 2 quick shout outs for early April, because these are going to be big events. We have, so circle your calendar, and I'll do it again when we're back on the April show. But we have our spring book sale, Friday, April 4th through Sunday, April 6th. Discover a treasure trove of items that you can purchase, and all the proceeds will benefit the Evergreen Park Public Library. And then also, I got to make sure I'm getting the right date on this. So excuse me while I open up my
go
newsletter.
For it, dude. We've talked about this before. Like, you have it all in front of you, and then you don't look at it. Like, read it right off the page. It's okay.
But the people that are watching
read it right off the page.
The video.
Yeah, if you're on the YouTube channel, you can watch him drink and read off a page. It's not complicated.
So circle this one, folks. We have on Sunday, April 13th at 4:30 p.m., Jennifer Cheverini, New York Times best-selling author, will be live in person at the Evergreen Park Library.
I love
Chris
when that
always
happens.
gets upset. Yeah. Oh, you got another author coming in
Danny Trejo's going to be here virtually. Like, it's not the same thing.
We cannot afford Danny Trejo. And also, if Jennifer's listening to this, thank you for her generosity to come out to us. She was already in the area, and so we were able to get her to come.
She was tricked.
She was tricked. She was tricked. So she's going to be there. She's got over 30 novels, and she's going to be discussing her latest one. So we're really excited to have her.
By the way, I'm out of orange juice, but I'm just going to refill. Keep going.
By the way, I'm out of orange juice.
Just keep going.
Awesome. So those are kind of the major highlights that we have going on.
Okay.
And then for our youth, we've got our story times and crafts. They're going to be beginning Monday, March 10th. We've got baby bookworms, bilingual story time, preschool story time, toddler time, story time around the world, and a new one that we're doing, a stories in STEM. That's for grades K through 3. But please go online, evergreenparklibrary.org. Notice I didn't do www.
No, yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that. A lot of people do that.
evergreenparklibrary.org. You can check out all the events, and make sure you register for these, because these are incredibly popular. We have anywhere from 30 to 60 people. So if you register, we know where to host this in the appropriate room.
One of the things that I've noticed going to your website, and people may not realize this until you actually do it, when you go and you see an event at that website, you'll indicate how many spots there are available.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they fill up. Like with the sip and sample, again, by the time this comes out, it's already over, but we're anticipating it. We're just a couple days away here as we sit here and record this.
Which is sold out, too.
And it's sold out. And I gave out, we're under 20 spots on the last episode of the EP podcast because I was able to go right in there and see there were 18 spots that were available. And I was able to keep track of it as it was going along. And congrats on selling that out.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah, it's second year in a row.
Yeah.
It's our second time back from the pandemic, and I know the community's really excited. So we're looking forward to a great time.
Trust me, I know it hasn't happened yet, but by the time this airs, I had a hell of a time there. I drank a lot. I ate a lot of food. I drank a lot. I told some jokes. Some of them I probably shouldn't have said. And Frank's a little embarrassed by me, okay, as you watch this. Keep going.
You're probably going to be escorted out of the
man,
building. Yeah, I can't wait. This will be great.
Probably.
This will be great. Excuse me, Chris.
I'm the floor show, baby. Okay.
Chris is there will unfortunately there will be a microphone there because we'll have a band. Chris is going to be like, okay, you guys are taking a break.
No. I'm going to get up and sing with the band.
Oh boy,
I will sing with the band.
We're going to have to give people's money back, man. Come on.
Come on, what else we got?
Well, so back to our youth programs. We got a plethora of wonderful events. So check, again, the spring newsletter is going to be in homes here very soon, probably early next week.
Some of your homes.
Some
of you will
homes.
get 3 or 4 of them. Some of you will not get one. That's how the Postal Service works here.
If you do see your post office person, your mail person, please tell them, hey, I'm expecting this library newsletter.
And
please
she's going to be like, I
it.
just shoved 8 of those into your neighbor's mailbox. Go get one. Okay? And
please make sure.
It's not the village's fault. It's the U.S. government.
Office.
Yes, okay.
U.S. Post Office. Oh, boy. All right. Let me rebound here.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a couple fun things. The first thing, I like eating. I don't know if you know this, but one of the things, so on March 6th is National Oreo Day. So we're having an Oreo cookie taste test, and that's Thursday, March 6th at 3:45 p.m.
A bunch of different types of them.
We're going to have
I think they had
almost every
Coca-Cola
kind of
Oreos recently. I found some of those.
They're still making them.
Yeah, they got
if
peanut
they're making
butter
them,
Oreos.
we'll have some out there.
They got Post Malone Oreos.
Oh, there's a Post Malone
Yeah,
Oreo?
made with real Post Malone.
Really? I don't know. I don't want to know which part.
Have you tried these things?
No.
They have Post Malone Oreos, and they're like a swirl of caramel and like chocolate and some other things in there. Essentially, it's like what would a guy who's really high want in his Oreos, and that's a Post Malone Oreo.
That's a Post Malone.
I believe
All right.
so.
Well, I have not seen those.
They're at the store.
I have not had them yet. All right.
They're weird tasting. They're worth the try, though.
They're worth the try.
They're weird, though.
They're worth
weird.
the try.
When your children are like, that's weird, after they taste it, you know it's weird.
Something's
going
going
on. Yeah. EvergreenParkLibrary.org if you want to see more on these. Remember, Spoken Vine, they have mimosas this month, okay? They have all kinds of great food items.
Yep.
Again, what a great spot.
Delicious food items, delicious.
If you come in here, especially like on the weekends, okay, but I'll show up sometimes on a weekday here. But you come in here, you'll find me sitting at the bar.
Sitting at the bar.
Okay? Sit down. We'll have a conversation. I'll buy you a glass of wine.
Yeah, keep the microphone away from them.
Yeah. I don't need a mic when I'm sitting at the bar.
That's true.
Buddy.
You're right.
I don't need.
That's
everybody
right.
hears me at the bar. Don't worry about it. Okay. Get your glass up. Come on. Here we go. Frank Murray here. We're at Spoken Vine, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie. Get out here. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
It's the EP podcast. All things Evergreen Park. It's the EP podcast. Evergreen Park.